What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If new to the channel, welcome to the channel. We are back with another review. This time we're going to be doing a review on Ghost of Yotei, which is a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. I have like 47 hours on this game. I've done like pretty much everything. So if you guys don't know how I do these videos, we start off with the game summary of like what the game is about. Then I give y'all my likes and then dislikes, and then we go ahead and end it off with the final verdict and the rating for the game. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so what is Ghost of Yotei and what is it about? Ghost of Yotei is a third-person action-adventure game set in 1603 in Ezo, Japan. The story follows Atsu Onamusha, which is a female warrior, on a quest for vengeance against the Yotei Six, the group responsible for killing her whole family when she was a child. It's a full-on revenge story filled with combat, stealth, and open-world exploration. While Ghost of Yotei is a standalone sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, as I said before, it's set 300 years later from the events of Ghost of Tsushima, meaning fans of the original series, or the original game I mean, will recognize similarities in style and gameplay, but the experience is fresh and unique, meaning you do not have to play Ghost of Tsushima in order to play Ghost of Yotei. There are two different stories. They may have little hints of the events of Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei, but it's like through a couple of side activities. It's really nothing that's like really part of the main story or anything like that. So like I said, you do not have to play Tsushima in order to play Yotei. If you want to play Yotei first, you absolutely can. So let's talk about what everyone's been talking about on Twitter, IG, whatever. You've been seeing all the pictures, the visuals. This game, in my opinion, is one of the best looking games that has released this year. The landscapes, the lighting, character models all look stunning. I found myself constantly pausing and taking pictures throughout the entirety of my playthrough. Like throughout the whole stream, every stream, I constantly had moments like, yo, this would be a good picture. Oh, I like the lighting right here, I could take a picture here. Or I'll be on top of a mountain and taking a picture. I took so many pictures, I lost count. I probably took like more than 30, I don't know. But it's such a good looking game. It's such a good looking game. And even better, I didn't experience not one frame drop throughout my entire playthrough. The game ran flawlessly. It really did. So yeah, this definitely has to be the number one thing. It's like the game looks so beautiful. So I really did enjoy the story in this game. Yes, as I said before, it is a revenge tale. It's a classic revenge tale, but I felt like it evolves into something deeper later on. Watching Atsu emotionally and mentally transform as her hunt for vengeance consumes and changes her was a powerful story. She's a well-written, layered character, and her story held my attention from start to finish. Not one point did I think her story was boring, bad. I didn't think the pacing was off. The pacing was pretty good. I can honestly see after beating the game why people like her more than Jin. I felt like we got more, like her story was told a little better than Jin's was, and then constantly like really seeing how everything was really affecting her towards the end was like it was really good. It was really good. So she's a dope character. Not saying Jin's not a dope character, because he's a dope character too. They are both good characters. Both of their stories were really good, but like I said, as I finished the game, I could honestly see why people like her more than Jin. The voice acting is excellent. Every actor fits their role perfectly, especially during the emotional scenes. You can really feel the passion and the authenticity behind their performances. I didn't have like a single time where I was like, their voice acting is off, their voice acting is bad, they're not doing a good job. Everyone did a really good job for all the voice actors in the game. Now, I played mines in English, and English is good. I did see that some people were playing theirs in Japanese. I don't really play games in the Japanese language unless it's like Yakuza games. That's really the only game I play it in. But I did see some of the Japanese side too. It looked really good. It sounded really good. They can even have the lips sync with what they're actually saying in Japanese too, which is dope. But altogether, the English voice actors, they all did a really good job in my opinion.
That does not belong to you.
Hanbei?
You made it further than anyone else. For that, I would kill you quick.
You commissioned this katana from Master Kengo.
An old friend.
My father.
Little Matsu?
Atsu.
But you died.
The Yotei 6 left me for dead. After they killed my... Teach me your dual katana technique. To avenge my family.
The combat is fluid, dynamic, and incredibly fun. The duels against the Yotei 6 and the mini-bosses are some of the highlights of the game. Honestly, like, those fights are very fun, especially the one that's going around with the hardest side boss in the game, which is Takizo, the Unrivaled. I think that's how you say his name. He was definitely the most challenging side boss that you will fight, especially with the whole thing with it getting colder, lessening your health, and you become a one shot, and every time it hits you, you pretty much go down. Like, it took a lot of what you learned throughout the game to beat him, but he was still a fun fight, along with just the other side bosses. And like I said before, the Yotei 6 bosses, they were definitely fun to fight. Like, the duels were incredible. They were really incredible. In Ghost of Tsushima, you used to use different sword stances to defeat certain enemies in that game, but in Ghost of Yotei, stances are now replaced with entire weapons, each with unique strengths and weaknesses depending on the opponent's weapon. For example, an enemy using a spear is weak against dual katana. Weapons and tools can also be upgraded at various NPCs or even at Atsu's home, her forge. Her forge is mainly for all melee weapon upgrades, and you get like a whole PlayStation like features thing when it comes to like upgrading just her personal sword, but any other weapon just automatically gets upgraded at her forge. But when it comes to other NPCs, normally the NPC that gives you that certain tool or weapon, they are normally the ones that you go to for upgrades. Like if you want to upgrade a smoke bomb, whoever gave you the smoke bombs, you go to them. You want to upgrade kunai, whoever gave you the kunais, you go to them. It's stuff like that. There are 5 melee weapons that you'll be using: katana, dual katanas, ayari, which is, I believe I said that correctly, which is a spear, kasarigama, which is like a sickle with a chain on it, and a adachi, which is a long blade. The ranged weapons that you'll be using in this game is the short bow, the long bow, bombs that are like throwables, and a musket. The quick fire tools that you'll be using in this game is smoke bombs, kunai, oni flame. Oni flame is pretty much like you set whatever weapon you have on fire. Pistol, which like it only has like 3 bullets, you fire really quickly at enemies, and then blinding powder. You also have a wolf companion, which he's kind of a companion. He's not there with you the entirety of the time, but he, or she I should say, because the wolf is a woman, it's a girl. She will help you out only in fights, and the more your bond grows stronger with that wolf, the more abilities you'll be able to give the wolf, because the wolf has their own skill tree that you can put points into, and the more they will be willing to help you out in fights. And then you get to a point where you can call the wolf whenever you want, and when your bond is stronger there, they'll come from the song more, because at the start when you have the song, when you first get the song, you're going to use it, but they're not going to always come. But once your bond gets stronger and you do more wolf dens, because that's how you get the points for that wolf, they'll come to that song more often. When it comes to the stealth in the game is pretty fun. It just takes a lot of patience, and you really have to be aware of your surroundings in this game, because in the early stages, you're not going to have anything to really help you keep track of where people are. You won't get that till later on. So like I said, in the earlier stages, you're really going to have to be patient when you're going through camps and try to assassinate people in certain ways and stuff like that. You can also get upgrades to be able to assassinate 2 people or even 3 people and do stuff like that. You can do roof assassinations, all that kind of stuff. So being stealthy, it is fun, but like I said, you just have to be patient. But if you don't want to, you can also just run into the camps too and literally just fight everybody if you want to just get it done over with. I will admit, sometimes it is quicker to do that, and other times it is better just to go in stealth if you don't want to deal with certain enemies or all enemies hounding you. But yeah. The skill trees are straightforward and easy to navigate. They aren't confusing at all, and it's actually really easy to get skill points in this game. The categories for the skill trees are Onryo, which is single katana attacks, assassinations, survival, and ranged weapons. Ranged weapons being like it increases your slowdown meter when you're going to slowdown mode when you're aiming, or helps you with your accuracy, those kind of things. You have the melee category for all melee weapons. You have the revenge category for Atsu's ultimate and her horse skills, and I think it's also the same skill tree for getting the hearing ability for stealth. You get, like I said, you get that later on. And then the wolf has her own skill tree. You normally get the skill points for the wolf, like I said before, for doing wolf dens. You don't really get them from the altars of reflections. Those altars of reflections are mainly for all the other skill trees, and like I said, it's easy to find those. It's not hard to get. So yeah, but all around the skill tree menu, it looks really clean, simple, easy to navigate. So I had to put this in my likes. Just like Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei fully utilizes the PlayStation controller's features, and it's honestly one of the best parts about the game. You use these features for starting up campfires, moving your food around in order to like cook your food, and let me add that you can skip both if you don't feel like doing that. There is a skip button for that. You don't have to start up your campfire with the controller every single time. I did see that there was a cool feature where you can actually blow into the mic on the controller in order to start the fire up too. That was pretty cool. You're also going to be using it for painting activities, like a little mini painting activity that you can do around the world. And then you'll also use it, as I said before, for whenever you upgrade your single katana's weapon. It's like they really use it to like forge that weapon and then like really upgrade it. So, and I think you can skip that as well, because I think I skipped that a couple times too. But like I said, it's one of the best parts about the game, because I did say this in another video. This game makes you feel like you're really getting your $70 worth of that controller, because not many games come out where you really use the PlayStation controller's features. So in this game, you really feel like you're using the entirety of the controller, the entire $70-$80 that you spent for that controller. So that's why I really like those features in the game. It's pretty cool. The music in this game is phenomenal. It's mad chill and calm when you're like exploring the world and doing like side activities, but the moment you get into a fight, it gets energetic. It can get emotional, especially during the boss fights. The music sounds really good during the boss fights. But one of my favorite parts about the game is the Watanabe mode. That mode replaces the traditional in-game music with chill hip-hop lo-fi beats, and it's straight vibes. It sounds so good, but you don't even have to worry about if it's going to like replace all the music in the entirety of the game. Scenes and boss fights that are supposed to play certain songs will play certain songs, so you don't have to worry about it replacing every single thing. It's only for when you're like just exploring or doing things that don't have designated music for it, and it sounds so good. It sounds so good. Another thing that I did notice too, that maybe people may or may not know, is that it looks like it's copyright free music. For my personal channel, I've had this mode on, like I said, for a long time, and I played the music so many times, and I didn't receive a single content ID match or anything. So for anybody on YouTube that wants to be on the Watanabe mode, and like, I don't know, is it going to be copyrighted or not? From my personal experience, it does not look like it's copyright at all, so you're good to go. As far as the audio goes for the whole game, the sound design is actually really good. From the sword clashes and the weather effects to footsteps crunching in the snow, splashing through the water, everything sounds crisp and immersive. I only ran into one tiny audio glitch that I fixed within seconds. For some reason, Atsu during one part, her voice was like extremely low, but all I had to do was just like restart the game, and I was good to go. That literally took like 5 to 10 seconds, and I didn't have that single problem for the rest of the game. The exploration in this game is great. The world is rich and full of distractions, but in a really good way. There's like that bird, I'm telling you, that bird will all constantly come to you talking about some follow me all the time. You try to go to a main mission, that bird like, there's something over here, come over here, we gotta go get this. You will get distracted in this game so easily. I definitely did. I was doing pretty much everything, just like me and like a lot of other people. We were like 23 hours in the game, and we only did 2 main bosses. We was still like not even halfway through the game because we was doing so much side stuff. It was crazy, but like it feels so good being able to explore in this game. Now, the side activities you will be doing in this game is bamboo chopping, which was in Ghost of Tsushima. If you played that, it pretty much increases your spirit gauge. I think there's a limit to how much spirit gauge you can get, because then after a while it just starts strengthening your spirit gauge. And then you have hot springs, which boosts health, same as the last game. You have wolf dens this time. As I said before, it gives you skill points for your wolf skill tree. You have shrines that grant charms, which is minor and major bonuses. Charms, I didn't speak of charms yet. Charms are basically just bonuses towards certain play styles that you want to do in the game. So you can have bonuses to like range attacks, you can have bonuses to being stealthy, doing different stealth moves, you can have, or like them detecting you. You can have bonuses to just straight up fighting people. You have 6 charms on at a time, and some of those, well, at least half the charms are upgradable, and they tell you what you need to do in order to upgrade those charms. It could be simple things like parry attacks with a certain weapon, or do another activity that you got it from, or it's just certain things that you have to do. It's easy stuff to upgrade those charms. You also have enemy outposts that you can do for loot. You can get like material and stuff for upgrading your weapons or your tools. You have Pillars of the Fallen, which grants you weapon kits, which is like different designs for your swords and your but all your melee weapons pretty much. It depends on like what's sitting there. When you get to that Pillar of the Fallen, you'll have a kit for your sword, or a kit for dual katanas, or a kit for adachi, something like that. But like I said, it's like different skins for your weapon. You have Fox Dens, will also grant you charms, and then you have the painting areas that I was talking about earlier. Those give you like headbands when you get done painting a certain area. the altars of reflection, as I said earlier, those give you skill points. There's bounties you can do at the bounty board. Each area has its own sets of bounties, and then when you complete a number of bounties in each area, the guy that gives you the bounties will give you a special bounty to go after a special kind of target. So there are songs that you can find throughout this game as well. Some are through main quests, some are through side activities, side missions, and then some are through like a bounty or two. These songs help you find certain things. Like there's a song to help you find the nearest bamboo area, there's a song to help you find the nearest hot spring, there's a song to help you find the nearest enemy camp, and they will let you know when you found everything as well. When you play the song, it'll let you know at the top that you found all of these. There's no point in using the song anymore. But getting these songs can be very helpful if you want to find things throughout the map without having to constantly just run around. And for the people that like to gamble, there's also a gambling den. I forget how you pronounce the game that you play, but it's basically a game where you flick a coin at another coin, and you have to hit the coin that you flicked it at without that coin falling off or touching another coin, or else you end your turn or you lose your turn. I'll be honest, that game you really gotta like learn how to play, because if you give the NPC a turn, they will get 6 in a row and win the game on you, and you'll lose your money. Like, some of those NPCs are mad good at that game, so that game can definitely lose you some money for sure. You got to be very skillful to play that game. So it's a lot to do in this game. It's as I just told you all the things. It's a lot to do, and they're scattered throughout all the areas that you go through on the map. There are also side missions that you can do too. Atsu throughout the game will grow her own wolf pack, and it's pretty much all her allies that she's met throughout her journey. And when you get to certain points, some of those allies will have like certain side missions that you can do with them, and they'll give you like certain rewards for them. So yeah. Just like in Tsushima, you can customize your character in this game as well. You can change their armor pieces with like their hat, their mask, their chest piece, or their chest piece is really like the whole rest of their outfit. You can change the colors of all those as well. You can use flowers as currency, just random flowers that you pick up in the world as currency to buy different color schemes at merchants. Each merchant in each area will have like different color designs for certain armor pieces that you've unlocked. Also, take note that the only armor piece that has stats or like is upgradable is the chest piece. You can't really upgrade or do anything with all the hats. Now, the cool thing about the armor pieces when you upgrade them is that more gets added to that armor piece when you upgrade it, and then it unlocks for you to be able to change for customization options as well too. So that is a cool feature. Just like I said earlier, weapons have unique weapon kits where you can change the color, or they'll have certain designs you can change to. You can get those through the Pillar of Fallens, or some of those are even unlocked through certain side missions. So it's pretty, like, it's really simple customization, but it is satisfying to be all dripped out and have like different things going on with your character, with the outfits and stuff. It's all cool, and I enjoyed it. Now, I've said this before in other reviews, but any game with fast travel is automatically a very good thing to me. But boy, does this game have some fast travel. Like, yo, this game loads so fast. Even just starting the game, they instantly put you where you last left off. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Cool. Let's start. I want to see something too. Does it not throw you in the menu on this game? It's just, what the fuck? That's a fur. It just throws you straight into the game. Okay, hey, I mean, I ain't mad at it. I mean, they know what you want to do, so I ain't mad at it. That's the first time I start up a game and it's like there's no main menu saying do you want to continue or a new game or anything like that. It just throws you straight into the game. Wow. Okay. It's amazing. You will literally load from like high up in the map, and you can go all the way down to the map, and it takes just a matter of just literally like 1 or 2 seconds. You're instantly there. It's so fast. Like, this is one of the fastest loading games that has come out this year too, because like you really get so much done loading in that fast. You get from point A to point B and get what you need to get done so quickly in this game. Like, it's like you waste no time at all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this is really my only dislike that I have. I sat on the game and tried to think of a bunch of things that I did not like about this game. It was very hard. This right here was my main gripe with the game. But I really did not like the fact that we could not just simply switch the tools that we wanted to use like outside of combat. Every time you switch a tool, for some reason you have to use it. It's like you cannot. It ruined my stealth. Like, when I would try to go through stuff stealthy, it ruined it a couple of times when I just simply forgot you can't do it, and I switch to smoke bombs and I throw one down and everyone knows I'm here. I switch to a kunai and I accidentally throw it at somebody, now everyone knows I'm here. I'm just like, bruh, I don't know why they didn't give us an option to just simply switch. I would have liked that in the game, but like I said, that was the only thing I could find that I just truly did not like. I could not think of anything else. Ghost of Yotei is stunning, immersive, and emotionally charged adventure. From its breathtaking visuals to its deep combat and music, everything feels crafted with passion and care. It's a must-play for fans of samurai stories. If you like samurai games, open world action games, or if you simply just enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima, if you played that game, you're going to enjoy this game 100%. And my rating for this game would be, and like I said, this is my rating, this is how I feel about the game, yours could be different, but for me personally, it's a 10 out of 10. I truly enjoyed this game. This game was such an amazing game, and I cannot wait for the Legends mode to come out, because I'm gonna be on that mode heavy. I enjoyed the Legends mode in Ghost of Tsushima, so I know for a fact I'm gonna enjoy the Legends mode in Ghost of Yotei. And that is it for this review. As I said at the beginning, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see any more videos from me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.